Tigers, my name is Rebecca Studer and this is my daughter Eva. We're part of the Legacy Project, which connects caring adult mentors with students.
I loved being part of a Legacy lunch group last year. I made new friends and had a lot of fun with adults who really care about me.
This year, we're running 84 lunch groups every week, kindergarten through 12th grade, and we need more mentors. If you can spare an hour a week, visit lpstark.org or scan the QR code. Go Tigers!
Hello again, Massillon Tigers fans. Welcome to another presentation of Massillon Tigers football here on MC-TV. We are at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium for tonight's game between the Massillon Tigers and the Cardinal Ritter Lions out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's David Wilson reporting. I'll be joined shortly by Jim Ballard for analysis and commentary of tonight's game. The Tigers are 3-3. Cardinal Ritter comes in at 2-2. It is a beautiful night here in the City of Champions, 74 degrees as we get ready for kickoff about 12 minutes from right now. In the meantime, we invite you to stay tuned for the sights and sounds of all of the pregame entertainment provided by the Massillon Tigers Swing Band. And then we'll be back shortly with all of the play-by-play of Massillon Tigers football.
Presenting the 2025 edition of Massillon Tigers Swing Band. Saluting our visitors from Cardinal Ritter High with an old Massillon High favorite, stand up and cheer. wherever we may be. Ladies and gentlemen, with Katie Catapina directing, please stand for the Massillon Washington High School alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the director's podium the former assistant of bands here at Massillon and the acting director of wind band studies at Penn State University, Mr. James Gates. He will now lead us in the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
is time, Massillon Tigers fans. Time for another edition of Tigers football from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. It is the Tigers against the Cardinal Ritter Lions, visiting from the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. David Wilson reporting from the Catbird seat, joined by the College Football Hall of Famer and my partner Jim Ballard for all the analysis and commentary of the game. The Lions won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Massillon will be on offense first. We welcome our fans to the booth. Jim Ballard, and good evening to you, my friend. Set it up for us here. A big night for the Tigers as they look to bounce back from a disappointing result last week.
Yeah, that was extremely disappointing. You could see the frustration from the fans midway, through the third quarter. Talking to some of the administration walking off the field. I mean, it was a head scratcher. But Massillon's got a great team. They got a great coaching staff. They're going to bounce back, but they have to eliminate some of the things that they did last week, and that starts with 7 turnovers. 6 times they put the ball on the ground with fumbles. It was one Manny Patterson interception in the red zone that cost them. This Ritter team is absolutely loaded with talent. They're going to have to bring their A game. They're going to be playing without a couple players tonight with the suspension to Gamble, and they got to start fast. They didn't do that last week. The week before that, they played extremely well against St. Ed's, and we thought that they might be able to carry some of that momentum in, but after last week's loss, they got to find it tonight.
Cardinal Ritter, coached by Brennan Spain. He has led this program to 2 state championships in the state of Missouri. They started this year at 0-2, but they've won 2 straight. And so both clubs are 500. Massillon 3-3 and Cardinal Ritter 2-2. The kicker is Marquise Jackson, and he will boot this one away for Cardinal Ritter, and away we go tonight. Short kick, taken at about the 17-yard line. Good run back by the Tigers' Deontay Maloney. Got to the 35-yard line. It's about an 18-yard return, and away we go tonight in Tigers football here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. So Manny Patterson will come out with the offensive unit. Evan Berberi is the offensive coordinator. Nate Moore, of course, the head coach of the Tigers in his 11th year. 113-28. Beautiful night, Jim. 74 degrees. Our first October broadcast of the season.
It is. October is upon us. I thought I'd wear the pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
First play from scrimmage. 2 receivers split out wide right. There's a handoff to Xavier Owens. Finds some open space. Got into the secondary. Tripped up at about the 49-yard line of the Ritter Lions. It's a 15-yard run for Xavier Owens, the 5'11", 210-pound junior. Averaging 115 yards a game. That's a great start.
Sure was. It was a great block by number 34. William Hines to seal the corner to allow Xavier to get around the end.
It's Malone going in motion. Patterson loads up, fires a pass, and a reaching out catch by Gio Jackson at about the 45. That's a 5-yard pickup. That one had a little bit of zip on it.
He did. He needed to overcompensate because it was a quick pass, and he looked like he took too many steps in his drop. It should just be kind of a slide base and a rip, but he took a 3-step, and Jackson did a good job of working back to the ball on that hitch.
Patterson throwing for 150 yards a game. Here's a direct snap to Xavier Owens in the Wildcat. Breaks free. There he goes, picking up speed at the 20, down to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Tigers. 45 yards on the all-out sprint by Xavier Owens.
Good patience by Xavier Owens. You see his ability to switch the ball over right there, fundamentally sound. You see the speed down the sideline. Great vision, great job by Massillon getting off to a quick start. Get this crowd going early.
10:47 to go, first quarter. Owens, the 45-yard TD run. That is his 10th touchdown of the season on the ground. And the kick up and good by Mateo Herrera. He stays perfect on the season, 21 for 21. Timeout on the field. Cardinal Ritter ball when we come back. Massillon up by a touchdown.
If If you dare to be a pizza pro, the new Stone-Baked Pizza Mode from Frigidaire is all you. Second to none for restaurant quality, it's dough to done in 2 minutes. And in the oven that dares to have the most range, it's just one of 15 plus cooking modes. When you dare to bring more flavor to the table, dare to expect more from your oven. Frigidaire.
Experience the difference of family-owned business, Home Appliance Company, where great value meets exceptional service.
Our first half action brought to you by Krause's Pizza. We welcome you all watching on our video stream and on MC-TV. David Wilson, Jim Ballard. Well, no getting settled in tonight. Xavier Owens right off the bat.
Tell you what, last week he only finished with 51 yards on the night. Tonight, over 60 in the first drive. It's the recipe for success for Massillon, which we've seen this year. We pound the ball with the run, pull up the safeties in the play action game with Jackson and Deontay Malone over the top.
64-yard drive in 3 plays. Short kick. And taken by an up back at about the 30. Returned outside the numbers to the 37-yard line. Ritter, coached by Brennan Spain, their head coach, is their offensive coordinator as well. We expect to see 2 quarterbacks, Jim. Ryland Moore is a freshman. He sees the bulk of the action. We also expect to see Kashmir Manzouk. Well, it looks like Moore is coming out on the year. He's thrown for 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Not a big guy back there in the pocket, Jim, 5'8".
Not very big, but he is electric and twitchy when he has the ball in his hands.
Their top tailback is Manny Ellis. He's a senior headed to Indiana State. They call him Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh. I like it.
And they have some good receivers and some great defensive players as well, which makes that Xavier Owens run even a little more impressive. Well, the ball is spotted at the 37 of the Lions, and they're out of St. Louis, Missouri. Ryland Moore ready to call out the signals. The center is Anthony Hudson. And it will be a handoff to Manny Fresh. And he's still on his feet into the second level and got into Massillon territory. Tough to bring down. Kind of a slippery back there with a couple of moves. It's going to be about 14 yards and a first down.
You can see the big right tackle, number 77, Kevin Gilliard, pulling around, seal that edge.
Well, he's only 6'5", 325, Jim.
Move, athletic.
Up tackle is Karan Lacey. Zeb Johnson, the left guard. Anthony Hudson at center. Jarius Nesbitt is the right guard. And the aforementioned Kevin Gilliard at right tackle. They are some big boys. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. The Tigers are up 7-0. There is a flag. Play clock did not go all the way down, so this must have been a lineup issue. False start. Our referee this evening is Brian Bajenski. Didn't sound like his mic was working that time. Matt Zoller is the umpire. Sean McHenry, the line judge. Ken Cooper will be the head linesman. Corey Miles, the back judge. And Dennis Polamini is the center judge. They are making the impartial calls in tonight's battle. Tigers and Lions. Handoff again to Ellis, trying to burrow his way forward. Not much there. Did not get the penalty yardage back. Falls at midfield. Looks like that tackle was made by Joe Carter, the defensive end. 6'4", 240-pound junior. Tigers look sharp tonight in those orange pants and the black jerseys.
Drip game is definitely on point. Like what Massillon's defensive line did on that last play. Did a good job of standing tall, not allowing a push by this big offensive line.
Neal, Dossus, and Carter make up the defensive line. Looked like the linebackers are setting up to maybe blitz there, and I'm not sure what prompted the whistle. 9:19 on the clock, first quarter. We are just getting warmed up. So it looks like maybe a uniform issue of some sort for Ryan McDavis, the wide receiver. Evidently, his knees are uncovered, pants too high. That's what they're hearing down on the field.
For the protection of the players,
Sure.
of course.
Rylan Moore, the quarterback, just a 9th grader. There he stands in the pocket, takes the shotgun snap. Ellis is caught right about the line of scrimmage. All down at the 50-yard line.
See a lot of black and orange getting to the ball. Massillon does such a great job of swarming the offensive ball carrier. Playing a little bit different tonight. Had a lot to prove after last week.
Keon Fowler made the stop for the Tigers. 3rd down, about 12 to go. Massillon fell to Football North last week 34-2, but it did not affect their spot in the region. Whistles blowing, and a timeout was taken by Ritter. So they will take a timeout, and we will as well. 8:27 to go, first quarter. Tigers up 7-0. And we'll be right back on WHS-TV.
White. That's their first timeout of the half.
Most of us are engaged with the internet in one way or another every day. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, engaged. MCTV cares about keeping you engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. Need an upgrade? Choose from a range of reliable options, including whole home Wi-Fi. MCTV. We go the extra smile.
7-0 Massillon, Washington early. First quarter on a beautiful night. October the 3rd. It is Ritter ball, 3rd down, 12 to go. They are on the Massillon 49-yard line. There's the snap back to Moore. Guns a pass, near side, and that one is picked off. A leaping two-handed interception by Chase White of the Tigers.
They try to throw it deep out all the way from the far hash. Big throw for any graded quarterback, but for a freshman from the far hash, it's a big ask, especially in a place like Massillon, being down 7-0. Risky call. Like to have seen something a little bit more high percentage for the young kid, get his feet wet a little bit.
Chase White, the 6'1 junior, his first interception of the year. 7-0 Tigers, and they get the ball back on the turnover. Offense back out with Manny Patterson. Owens in the backfield. Patterson rolls to the right. There it goes downfield. This one up for grabs, incomplete. Far side of the field. Gavin Robinson, the cornerback, was providing defensive coverage. That was Jadis Thigpen, the intended target.
See Xavier Owens wide open in the flat. Manny getting a little greedy on first down. Just take what they give you. You got 7-0 lead. Defense just got a nice turnover. Just dump the ball in the flat to the guy who's already got 60 yards rushing.
Football at the 29-yard line. Tigers operating in their own territory. And again, we welcome all of you watching, including all of the folks over in Missouri. That's Owens. And they read the mail. Got back in there and wiped him out in the backfield. Marquise Jackson, the defensive tackle, he has 5 sacks. I guess that would go down as a sack, even though it was not the quarterback taking the snap. That guy knifed in there, unblocked.
Yeah, anytime you move Manny Patterson to behind Xavier Owens, pretty sure that Owens is probably going to be the guy that's going to tote the rock. Didn't really fool anybody. He's going to set up a 3rd and long.
About 12 to go. 2-yard loss to the 27. Patterson in a clean pocket fires the pass, and it's Dropped by Thigpen, who was coming to the near side on the run. Led perfectly by Patterson, but he'll have to shake that one off, and the Tigers will have to punt.
Yeah, 2 high safeties. Did a nice job working in between them. Manny threw an absolute dart into Thigpen's hands and just wasn't able to squeeze it. Had some room to operate. Would have been a for sure first down. But I like what Massillon has done so far offensively. It's been a nice mix of run and pass.
Bad snap handled by Haynes. He's averaging 37 yards a kick. It did take a Tigers bounce. Look at about a 32-yard kick there with the roll. So Ritter takes over, 7:24 to go. It's 7-0. Massillon scored early on the 45-yard scamper by Xavier Owens. Week 7 already, Jim. I started to mention it earlier. The Tigers still number 9 in Division II, Region 7. So no change from last week. Top 12, of course, make the playoffs now with the changes this year.
That's some good matchups in Region 7. You got Hudson taking on Wadsworth tonight in that region.
Ellis on the sweep. Cuts upfield near the numbers, and he's still going and looks to have the first down. What has become obvious tonight, Jim, is Marcus Garner makes the stop. We'll see it again on our MCTV replay. This guy does not go down on first contact.
No, he does not. He tried to tackle him by his jersey and throw him to the ground instead of completely getting the arms wrapped around the waist. Able just to wiggle through those tackles.
He got away from Jaden Williams. You see Jaden right there, number 9, hands on hips. Williams 66 tackles on the year coming in. They mark him a little bit short. Second down, less than a yard to go. 2 men in the backfield now. They also use Kenny Robinson as a running back. And looks like they have the first down. Trying to see who carried that for Ritter. It might have been Terrence Jones, number 22, or was it number 29? Dylan Shell. Dylan Shell, the freshman, got the give. He is 5'10", 200, and also a freshman.
Yeah, Ritter does not have a huge amount of seniors starting.
Well, they lost 10 players from last year's team, Jim, that are now playing college football.
It's a lot of holes to fill.
7-0 Tigers. We have 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's Manny Fresh. And again, a nice run on first down. The Tigers gang tackle him near the 43-yard line.
Play by Maxheimer coming up from his linebacker position. You see him coming from left to right in your screen, doing a nice job scraping across. Held on long enough to allow his buddies to come over and help him get him to the ground. That's what Massillon does so well. They stand you up if they can't make the tackle. They will gang tackle you and get to the ball.
Another tackle by Fowler, the linebacker. It's his second of the night. Second down, 5 to go. They are in Massillon territory again. Handoff in the backfield. This time it is Terrence Jones. Eluded a big loss and then got back close to the first down yardage.
It's a nice play, knifing through by number 36.
Yeah, Andrew Holland almost got him.
6 foot, 205-pound sophomore. Just wasn't able to hold on. Massillon's starting to bring their safeties down a little bit, David. Starting to play more man-to-man and blitzing off the edge. Especially since this Ritter team hasn't thrown the ball but one time and it was an interception.
I thought Jones got a little closer to the first down marker than he did. It's 3rd and a long 3. Smoke screen to the outside. Should get him the first down. Looked like it was caught out there by Bryce Claiborne. He is a senior. One of their go-to receivers, Claiborne. That's good for first down yardage, so they convert on third down. They move the sticks. Football is at the 37.
Had to think that that was 4-down territory when they're calling a screen. Even if you get a couple yards with the way they've run the ball, had pretty good success so far.
One thing to keep in mind, Jim, we were talking with Brennan Spain, kind of going over his personnel, and when it came to special teams, and I asked, who is the holder? Who's your holder? We don't have one. Here's another deep ball downfield by Moore. Man open, and it is dropped. That was Elijah Lucas. Had it hit him right in the hands. Chase White was there defensively for the Tigers, but you see it again right there.
Just wasn't able to adjust the ball. It was a hitch and go. Great sell by the freshman quarterback. Did a nice job getting there underneath. It looks like he could have just opened back up to the ball. Receiver not able to track it. Missed opportunity for Ritter.
So anyway, no extra points or field goals in our future tonight for Ritter.
Going for 2.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we're looking at 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. 4:11 on the clock here. Trying to get some personnel changed. That was Lucas who went off, so he might have been shaken up a little on that play. He's back there sitting on the back bench. Ace Govea, I think, was trying to check into the game. He's the receiver. Now they finally wind the clock. That was a long break in between plays. Ellis, great spin move at the 35 and then outside the numbers and forced down to the 32. Tackle by the Tigers, Isaac Maxheimer. Looking at a 3rd down now, about 5 to go. Maxheimer missed on his first opportunity and then caught him on a second effort. Well, they converted on 3rd down just a moment ago, Jim, on the little screen pass to the flat.
Try to get this crowd behind him a little bit.
They will ask Ellis. Somebody lost their helmet. So Ellis goes right into a thicket of defenders. There is a flag down. So that'll be our first, maybe our second penalty of the night. Big man lost the helmet.
Jarius Nesbitt, 320-pound sophomore. Man, are they big. 270, 285, 320, and 325 from left to right.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, half the distance to the goal. Yardage will result in a 1st down.
All right, so that goes against the Tigers. We know how the helmet came off now.
Foul was on number 9.
Now they got Jaden Williams. That is Brian Bajenski making the penalty calls. He's the white hat referee.
Yeah, Massillon only had 5 penalties for 28 yards last week. One of their better games as far as keeping the Hankies off the floor.
So a 1st down as it's a half the distance penalty, and so the ball is just inside the 15-yard line. This is the 10th play of the drive. 1st and 10. Ritter down by 7. That's Ellis. Open space. Got airborne and then intercepted midair and dropped at about the 6-yard line. Trayon Williams on the stop.
Trying to double team number 9, Jaden Williams, with the tackle on the running back to try and slow him down. Good scheme offensively for Ritter.
Ellis, so pretty shifty. 71 carries, 730 yards coming in, 8 touchdowns. He has averaged through their first 4 games, Jim, about 10 yards a carry. Ball's on the 5. And Ellis shakes a tackle. Tigers are trying to string him out, and they do. Malone got back there and ran him out of bounds. Fowler was there as well.
It's actually one play that actually, by missing the tackle, turned out better for Massillon. Trying to do too much, ended up losing a couple more yards. Ritter, as you said, with no holder, so you know they're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, they've got 2 plays to get 10 yards here and try to tie it up. Well, in fact, they wouldn't tie it up. They would either take the lead or trail by 1. You've got a couple tight ends in for this big personnel set. Moore to Ellis. Might have dropped the ball. Ball's on the turf. I believe Ellis got back on top of the football. It's going to be 4th down. No, Massillon has it. Might have been Dossus.
Dossus knifed through, pulling that ball out. Massillon's defense stepping up, bending but not breaking.
Dossus forced the fumble. See right there.
Nice job breaking down. And comes Max Heimer. And
Joe Carter was in there as well. Yeah, nice job flying to the football, and it snuffs out the scoring opportunity for Ritter. That was about a 12-play drive, and they walk away empty-handed.
Had the ball for almost 8 minutes out of this first quarter.
2:01 to go, first quarter. This is caught by Rivera on the sideline. Works his way up. There's a flag coming out on the play.
Just trying to keep him honest with the smoke screen, high percentage.
We'll get the call momentarily from Brian Baginski. The Allman is coming on at tight end for this upcoming play by the Tigers, who are 3-3. .962 all-time wins for the Massillon Tigers, second in the country.
Behind Valdosta. So they played a couple years ago.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
Well, face mask penalties are even at 1 apiece here in this first quarter. Ritter guilty that time, and we go to the 35-yard line. Owens in the backfield. He had a 45-yard run for a touchdown on Massillon's first possession. Like that was the opening possession of the game, and an ankle tackle prevented him from maybe getting his second.
Good job by the offensive line at the point of attack, and a lot of movement. That Ritter defensive line.
The Ryan Stringer, the middle linebacker, was able to make the shoestring tackle. Second down, about 4 to go. 6-yard pickup for Xavier Owens. Himes in at fullback, offset to the right. And that play is whistled dead. It'll be a procedure penalty against Massillon here. 5-yard walk-off. Second down and about 8 to go.
Before the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down. The entire left side of the line.
Okay. Equal opportunity penalty there.
Yeah. I don't need to give you one. I'll just give you the whole left side. It's Massillon's second penalty on the night for 20 yards.
2 receivers split out wide right here. We have 1:13 to go in the first quarter on this Friday night in the City of Champions. Beautiful evening in the 70s to start. Patterson on the move. Thigpen, the intended target. He was well guarded by Dayon Ross, the free safety, who knocked the ball down.
Might have been just a little bit late on that out route. Trying to get Manny out of the pocket. Ritter playing man-to-man, one high safety on that last play. Going to change it up a little bit on this third long. Going to show two high. They're going to roll the safety down. Looks like it's going to be cover 3.
There's Patterson. Long ball, far side of the field, just off the fingertips. That was thick pin again. They have targeted him a number of times.
They had him. They went post and a wheel. Manny just needed to get a little bit more air underneath it, but a good job of the rub route, getting up the sideline.
Looked like Malone had beaten his man as well, Javen Jenkins. So 4th down, about 9 to go. Rasmus Haynes to punt this one away. Better snap this time. And a nice kick, line of scrimmage at the 36, and a fair catch at the 31. 33-yard kick with no return. We have 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cardinal Ritter has not played for 2 weeks. They had an open date last week. They won their last time out 36-8 against St. Pius of Kansas City. That would have been a long trip for them as well.
Sure would have.
7-0 Tigers. Ritter on the move with the ball at their own 31-yard line. Rylan Moore, the freshman quarterback, slings a screen pass outside the numbers. This goes for big yardage. Hauled in by Elijah Lucas. He gets out close to the 48-yard line at 17 yards.
Very well blocked by Ritter. Went quads to the left, single receiver to the right. Just a different way to throw the smoke screen. Instead of having 3 receivers, you got 4. Nice block outside by number 3.
Noah Jenkins made the stop for the Tigers, his 4th tackle of the year. First down. Ritter ball with 12 seconds left to go. Clock running. Might be the final play of the quarter. 4 receivers this time on the right. Deep ball downfield. Man open, but he overshoots his target with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Intended target was Ryan McDavis, the speedy sophomore who has D1 offers from the likes of Kentucky and Nebraska.
Pretty good coverage by number 6, Deontay Malone. A real bright spot last week for Massillon.
Second down, 10 to go. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. First half action brought to you by Krause's Pizza. I keep saying that, Jim, not only because they're a great sponsor, I know that makes you hungry.
Hit that up pregame.
Now, flag just got dropped. I don't know what happened there.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 3 was covered. 5-yard penalty, second down.
All right, so they had too many men on the line of scrimmage. They line up wrong, and that cost them 5 yards. A second down and 15. Xavier Owens, a 45-yard touchdown run. That was early. It's at the 10:47 mark, just a little more than a minute into the game. Let's see what we have here now, Jim. Now, I think they're going to try to get this play snapped off. Moore takes the snap, hands it to Ellis. He goes nowhere. Tigers right there. That's a loss on the play. Nice job by Marcus Garner.
That is the end of the first quarter.
And we are through one with the Tigers up 7-0. Second quarter play-by-play right around the corner on WHS-TV.
People keep coming back to Joey's Kendall Tavern again and again. They say it's Massillon's oldest gathering place. Come find out why. The food is always great. Tavern classics, expertly prepared, generous servings, daily lunch and dinner specials, always delicious. The atmosphere is warm and inviting. A comfortable place to relax with family and friends. The friendly staff makes you feel at home whether it's your first visit or you've been coming for years. Visit Joey's Kendall Tavern today, Massillon's oldest gathering place. You'll be back soon.
Help! Hi, I'm Russ Bookman, Discount Tire Outlet. I'm up to my ears in tires. Stop in for a price today.
44 years and I'm still up to my ears in tires.
From tire repairs to engine repairs, we are the one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Now with 2 convenient locations, our original Massillon store and the all-new North Canton location near Belden Village. And who knows, in 45 years, we'll still be up to our ears in tires.
Medicap Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West has been serving our area for over 20 years. They're your local pharmacy that cares about you and your time.
I can get them filled from 5 to 10 minutes. If I go to a chain drugstore, I may have to wait a half hour to an hour.
Probably the best pharmacist in the city.
Hi, I'm Chris Kingsbury, owner and pharmacist at Medicap Pharmacy. Stop in sometime soon and you can experience our fast and friendly service.
Week 7 of high school football. We go to the second quarter, 7-0 Tigers. Welcome you back to our broadcast coverage here on WHS-TV. Directors Bill DeWald and Jason Rock. Our spotter in the booth, Greg Wilson, and of course your friendly telecasters, David Wilson, Jim Ballard. One big run, that was all of the scoring in the first quarter.
Had some opportunities. Massillon did offensively.
Got a 5-receiver set, different quarterback in the game, and he's on the run for his life out near midfield. That is Kashmir Manzouk, the sophomore, 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. Everybody covered. They have 5 receivers and an empty backfield. He ends up running for it, and it's 4th down, about 5 to go.
Boy, did he put a hit. First play in the game.
Yeah, he delivered.
Trying to establish the tone for his style of play.
Carter almost had him for a sack, and then it was Andrew Holland who finally made the tackle for Massillon, Washington. So it's 4th down. They do have a punter in Jacquees Felix, who's one of their defensive tackles. But I think they may talk this over.
Timeout. White. Second.
All right. They take a timeout. We will as well. Beautiful night at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium with the Tigers up by 7, and we'll be back.
Around here, pizza night is serious business.
Hey, did you say pizza? It better be good.
Well, then it better be Krause's Pizza. Das good.
You said Krause's Pizza. Das good.
Yes, Krause's Pizza. And we'll get the original pizza.
Get the original pizza topper too, okay?
All right. We'll get a large pizza with sausage, peppers, and a topper. Roasted chicken and JoJo's and
wings. Wings. Get a lot of wings, okay?
Okay. When it better be good, it better be Krause's Pizza. Das good.
11:07 to go, second quarter. Tigers have forced a 4th down, about 5 to go. Hoping to get the ball back here. And kind of a rolling of the dice here for Brennan Spain. Ball is at the Tigers' 46-yard line. This is still Manzouk. Pocket clean. Long ball, post pattern, 2 men down there, and the ball is broken up. Trayon Williams was there, as well as Noah Jenkins, the safety. They were taking a shot downfield. 2 receivers converging right there, Jim, but the Tigers able to break it up.
Might have had a shot if they didn't have 2 guys in the same area. But rolling the dice on 4th and 5 instead of punting. On the road, down 7-0. Early in the second quarter, thinking their defense has time, the offense has time to put some points on the board. This is an offense that we've seen has some weapons, David. They just haven't been able to put the ball in the end zone.
Here
Massillon
come
forcing that turnover in the red zone. Sorry about that, partner.
No question. That was a big interception.
And the fumble.
And now they get the ball at midfield, leading it by 7.
Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds and run it, please.
I was looking at an interesting site run by Drew Pasteur, who analyzes high school football standings and the playoff scenarios. They show a blitz here. Owens still gets something out of it. They run right into the teeth of that blitz, and he gets knocked down right around the 50-yard line, tackled by DeRyan Stringer. But a win tonight, according to his calculations, a win by the Tigers tonight would put them in a 99% chance to make the playoffs and an 87% chance to host.
That's music to our ears, partner.
Straight ahead running right in between the tackles. Great job by the offensive line. Might be just a little bit short of the first down marker. And then the most likely first round opponent in that scenario would be Louisville, and possibly Walnut Ridge or Taze Valley. So there's a lot of speculation now, but I think Drew has that kind of down to a science. So we'll see what happens, but a big game tonight if the Tigers can get a win. Owens gets the first down. Third down conversion for the Tigers. On the year, 43% for Massillon. Not bad. First quarter numbers, Jim, what do you see?
Xavier Owens had a nice first quarter. Most of that on the 45-yard touchdown run. He had 4 carries for 63 yards. Manny Patterson was 1 for 3 for 5.
Ritter still owning the possession time. Right now, 9:31 to 3:30. Steady diet of Xavier Owens. Was tripped up that time by Marshawn Ivy. That's the first time we've called his number. Also help from DeRyan Stringer, but Ivy is their top linebacker. He's the will linebacker. Jim, 6'3", 220, a junior with 23 Division I offers.
Number 4 ranked player in the 2027 class. Pretty impressive.
Got 2 of the top linebackers in the country in this game. A flag thrown. It's like one of the defensive linemen, Marquise Jackson, was a little early.
Encroachment, defense number 55, 5-yard penalty, second down.
In fact, they got Jaquez Felix.
The other thing that stands out as far as the statistic from the first quarter is the time of possession, 8:31 to 3:29.
Yeah, very one-sided in favor of Ritter. But Massillon up 7-0. We have 8:39 to go before halftime. Patterson to Owens. There he goes. Great hesitation move and into the second level. Cut down at about the 15-yard line. A 20-yard run for Xavier Owens. Finally tackled by Dayon Ross, the free safety, to keep him from taking it to pay dirt.
How about the little hesitation as soon as he gets the ball in the hole to be able to just slow down and then be able to jump cut and accelerate. Xavier Owens, see why he just picked up an offer from Wisconsin. Full package.
Tigers in the hurry up. Xavier picking his way forward. Down close to the 11. 4-yard pickup. Tackle by Gavin Robinson.
Just letting the play develop. Good block by number 60, Marcus Garner Jr.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Just so patient when he runs.
Second down, around 5 to go. They are in the red zone. Owens plowing his way forward. He's in. 10-yard touchdown run. Xavier Owens, his second TD of the night.
The block up in the hole by number 34, William Hines, leading them up through. Xavier Owens on his way to another 100-yard game tonight.
The offensive line has just taken command of the ball game.
Certainly have. Haven't needed to put the ball in the air too much because of the domination. It's putting the hand in the ground and getting after it.
That was a 54-yard drive as Herrera kicks, and it is perfect. 7 plays, 54 yards, 3 minutes, 31 seconds, 14-0 Tigers. Second quarter action continues right after this timeout on WHS-TV.
John George's Deli, Drive-Thru, and Convenience Store. Serving up delectable deli trays for your special events for over 60 years. John George's has the perfect tray for that big party, family gathering, little get-together with friends, or any occasion. Call and place your order today. Don't forget to visit their walk-in cooler featuring more than 500 craft beers, seltzers, and more. You'll find what you're looking for and so much more at John George's Deli, Drive-Thru, and Convenience Store.
WHS-TV proudly bringing you Tigers football and a 14-0 Massillon Washington lead at the moment. I'd like to thank our great student camera crew tonight: Brody Thornsberry, Cale Davis, Allie Borbley, and Seven Trissel. Doing a great job capturing all of the sights. Nearly covered, but that ball's out of bounds over on the far side. Perfectly placed there by Herrera.
Just needed a Canadian League football field a little bit wider. I've been able to fall on it, but a pretty good kick. So close. Like the aggressive play call. Definitely saw something on film coming in tonight's game. It was there, just needed a perfect kick, and that's awful hard to do.
I think they're deciding whether to have Massillon re-kick it or if they want to take it.
Illegal kick out of bounds on Massillon. 5 yards will be added to the end of the kick, which was at the 40. First down at the 45.
All right, so that explains it. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. 14-0. Massillon's defense has been excellent against a Ritter prep team that is just full of great athletes. And Zook still in the game. End around for Manny Fresh, and he's still going and got deep into Tigers territory.
Looks like you're going to have a flag. Going to be a hole.
Yep.
Somebody on the right side, looks like it was right there, number 62.
Holding offense, number 62, 10 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. First down.
Zeb Johnson.
Big ZJ.
He is signed to play at St. Thomas University in Minnesota.
Remember the story about St. Thomas, right?
I don't.
They were a Division III school that was in the same conference as St. John's, and they won a couple national championships, and basically the conference got together and said, we don't want you in the conference anymore. So then they ended up
moving up.
Moved up, started offering scholarships, and they've done pretty well.
Yeah, they're getting a good recruit in this young man. First and 20 now, back to the 35, and a false start. So it'll be first and 25 from the 30. So they are definitely kind of having trouble getting out of their own way so far tonight, Jim.
Penalties are starting to become a factor.
2 turnovers.
False start. Offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty, number 2.
Yeah, as you were saying, there was an interception in the first quarter on the first pass attempt from Ritter, and a costly turnover in the red zone by Ritter. Same with Dos Seuss with the rip out. and fell on it, caused fumble and fumble recovery.
Very spirited effort so far by the Tigers. Mandzukic back to throw. He loads up. Nice spiral downfield and in and out of the hands of the intended target. I believe that was Ryan McDavis.
Just one-on-one with Deontay Malone.
Yeah.
Deontay did a nice job. He was beat, but he was able to just throw his hands up, block the vision of McDavis, just enough to not be able to pull it in. Ritter's also had some opportunities on some deep balls where this game could look a little bit different.
They have not been shy about taking some shots downfield. Second down, 25 to go. The football is at the 30. That's Ellis on the run. He has the first down and more. Trayon Williams, the last hope for the Tigers, but he can't catch him. A 70-yard burst of speed by Manny Ellis. And Ritter on the board.
Manny so fresh and so clean with a scamper down the sideline. You could really see him turn the jets on in that speed, and see why he's, even only being 5'7", going to Indiana State, electrifying back, guy that you can put as kick return and punt returner to Division I level.
Boy, you have him pinned back deep there, Jim. That is a heartbreaker for the Tigers.
That's a drive where you know you got to get off the field. Just can't give up the big play, and Ritter was able to execute.
So this is Ritter's pattern. They will not kick it. They will go for two here. Mandzukic has Terrence Jones in the backfield. Play action. They throw over the middle. It's caught for two by Elijah Lucas. And it's 14-8 Tigers. 4 plays, 55 yards. And it only took 25 seconds. Massillon will try and respond when we come back after this brief timeout on WHS-TV.
The Boys and Girls Club of Massillon has been at the forefront of youth development, instilling a sense of competence, usefulness, belonging, and influence. The greatest contributions to the lives of our youth, our communities, our nation, and the world are the life lessons taught every moment of every hour of every club day. The youth of today become the leaders of tomorrow. Great futures start here.
Manny Ellis, a 70-yard run. And then the 2-point pass. And it makes it 14-8. Cardinals are on the board. Pardon me, the Lions. Nice return by Malone, and he gets stood up at about the 35-yard line. A flag comes in. Big hit delivered down there by Marquise Jackson.
See him running down the right side. Makes a nice cut. Let's see what the penalty was.
Personal foul, face mask, number 25 white, 15 from the end of the run. First down.
Now they got Marquise Williams on special teams on a face mask. And so that will end up being a 15-yard walk-off from the 35-yard line. So it should be right at midfield. In fact, farther than that. Nope, not far. Not farther than that, to the 49. Still good field position for the Tigers to start this drive. 1st and 10. Leading now by 6 with 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Patterson to Owens, running left. Got tripped up last second. Might have been a touchdown saving tackle by defensive end Jacoby Boyd.
It was
Owens just having a night, Jim. Every play, it looks like he's close to breaking it.
Yeah, it certainly does. And the left side of the line, along with the tight end, Logan Allman, doing a nice job of getting a big push.
It's a heavy package in right now with tight end Logan Allman and fullback Will Himes. Blocking for Owens, just puts his head down, burrows straight ahead. Didn't get the first down though, so it's going to be a 3rd and short. Jacquees Felix. Multiple MAC offers making the stop. It's like Marquise Jackson.
24 has to leave for one play, losing his helmet.
$14-8 Tigers. Week 7 matchup as teams really now, Jim, down the home stretch. They are going to start really needing these wins and computer points. There's Owens. Power running, gets the first down. Plenty for the first. It's knocked down at the 39-yard line by Gavin Robinson, the cornerback who came in, knocked that play out. Sort of old school football tonight for the Tigers.
3 yards in a cloud.
Well, they draw him offside. That was number 17.
17 defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Brayon West. And a little anxious coming off the edge.
Just a little quick.
First down, 5 to go. Ball is now at the 34.
8th penalty for Ritter already in this first half. 65 yards. Massillon still with 3 penalties for 25.
That's got to drive Brennan Spain crazy. Ball's on the deck. Didn't quite see what happened there. Was it the exchange? Looks like Owens and Patterson now talking.
Looked like the mesh point was okay. Looked like Xavier came down a little bit too fast with both his arms instead of allowing Manny to put it in his stomach before he corralled down on it.
Third down. Is it third down or second down? They have third on, now it's second. Saw third down on the yard marker, but they've corrected that now. 14-8. 2 touchdown runs by Owens. Is a third in our future here. Dragged a couple of Ritter Lions forward a couple of yards there. Marquise Jackson is able to stop him with help from DJ Boone, the defensive end. Third and 3. What's on your mind here?
Steady dose of Xavier here in 4-down territory. You got 2 cracks. You got big personnel in the game. 22 personnel. That's 2 tight ends, 2 running backs.
Great run by Owens. Cut over the right tackle. Looks like he has the first down. Great job there by right side of the offensive line. DJ Boone makes the stop at Robert Blakely, Owen Sergo, Davion Floyd. All on that offensive line. They are really taking over. 3:37 to go. This drive started at the 49 after the penalty, the personal foul penalty on the return by Malone. There's Owens bouncing off tackles, knocked down at the 20-yard line. That's an 8-yard run for the big man.
Just straight downhill running right there. Safety had a chance to pull him down 3 yards earlier. It was number 11, Dayon Ross, but Xavier Owens with his ability to run through you, around you, hesitate. It's so fun to watch.
Lions are having trouble adjusting to the power running of Owens so far. Right into the arms of a couple of Lions on that play right up the middle and between the tackles. Jeremy Williams on the stop. All of our replays brought to you by MC-TV, the home of Tigers football. 14-8. Krause's Pizza bringing you first half action almost to the 2-minute mark. That's McMullen. He gets chipped in the backfield. First man to make contact with him was Jacoby Bird. And then Dayon Ross finishes off the play, and he's just short of the first down marker.
What a lead block by Xavier Owens. Took this guy right to the ground. Here's a guy who just carried the ball for, 5 or 6 straight times, and they're going to say, all right, we need you to block. No problem. Ran through the defender.
Owens can run it, catch it, throw it, and block.
The only question I have about him is his ability to pass protect. Because obviously college is going to get a little bit different with the amount of spread that a lot of these teams run. And you can catch the ball in the backfield, but sooner or later you're going to have to stay in protection and pick up blitzes and linebackers and be able to see stunts. But other than that, there isn't anything that Xavier can't do.
1st and 10 on the 18. Tigers are in the red zone, leading it 14-8. Again, nothing fancy right there, keeping it right there on the hash mark, and some late pushing and shoving. We have flags coming out. Clock will stop as they sort this out. We'll see if we can pick it up. Yeah, right there at the sort of the top of your screen. Looked like might have been Logan Allman. Brian Bajenski's been busy making the announcements. Boy, I'm still just thinking about that run by Manny Ellis. 70 yards for Cardinal Ritter. This is a two-time.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul number 13 on the black. Personal foul number 21 on the white. Those penalties offset. First down.
So is Allman and Ivy.
Second down.
And it is a stalemate, so no yardage on those penalties. But started to say, Jim, it's a 2-time state championship program. Cardinal Ritter, they won it in 22 and 23 in 2 different classes.
Got knocked out of the quarters last year.
Yeah.
So they again, this is a team that has won 2 championships and run deep the last 3 years.
9-2 last year in their quest for a three-peat. Patterson rolling. Everybody's covered. Now he's in trouble. And he will sling it. Or did he get rid of it or not? He was chased over on the far side of the field. And it looked like he might have had it strip sacked from behind. We're going to see it right. Oh, he lost it as he tried to throw it away.
They were trying to roll Patterson to the right and throw that throwback with the deep over route, which they've had success scored, I believe, 3 times on that this year. Didn't have it right away. Manny tried to do too much, waited too long to throw the ball away. This is one of the things that he did last week, Dave, that really got him in trouble when they fumbled 6 times. We got to get the ball out earlier. If it's not there, throw it away, come back, regroup. You have a great drive going. You got all the momentum in the world, and the last thing you want to do is turn the ball over in that situation.
DJ Boone recovered it after Jacquees Felix was chasing Manny Patterson. So the turnover gives it back to Ritter, and Ellis is snowed over at about the 23-yard line. That could be a loss of maybe close to 5 yards. Well done by the Tigers. Jaden Williams leading the charge. So the Tigers back on defense now. We have less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Swing band is coming up. Defense trying to make a couple of more plays here and get this lead to the locker room. And all Xavier Owens for the Tigers. Back to throw, Manzouk. He's got the arm. and overshoots his target downfield. Again, Malone there defensively.
Again, just a go route into the boundary.
Bryce Claiborne was the target.
We say this every week, but a lot of coaches love to throw the go route into the boundary, and the problem is the wide receivers start their splits way too wide, and there's no room for the quarterback to drop the ball to the outside, and it's just a low percentage throw.
Last time Ritter scored in just 25 seconds. There's 33 left. And a bad pass. That's a forward pass. Keon Mitchell was the intended target.
See if they got tipped. Oh, nope, just came out.
So they're looking at 4th down right now here, Jim, with 31 seconds. Tigers have 3 timeouts. They'll have to kick this one away. Jacquees Felix is the punter. Ball is at the 23-yard line.
Number 55, Jacquees Felix.
Massillon's going to send the house and try to block this.
Sure.
And why not? You got 3 timeouts left. You got Deontay Malone back to receive the punt.
A couple of big plays defensively there for the Tigers. Has a bad snap. Ball's loose. And it's recovered by the Tigers. Close to the 12-yard line. Again, the kicking game, not the strong suit of the Lions. It bites them there. Culler came up with it. Oh, what a break for the Tigers on the bad snap. Looked like it might have glanced off somebody.
It almost looked like he was snapping the ball to the quarterback, which you know he wasn't, but it looked like he got caught. It didn't even look like it came back in the air whatsoever. Center probably got a little bit nervous when they jumped down in double A gaps, and they're going to shoot both those gaps trying to block it, and just wasn't able to execute.
All right, so
huge break.
1st and 10 on the 12-yard line, 26 seconds left. Owens will slide over to take the direct snap. He flips it to Patterson, looking to throw. Thick pin, back corner, makes the catch, touchdown Tigers. 12 yards. Manny Patterson to Jadis Thigpen, falling backwards. Holds on as he hits the turf. Touchdown. Right before halftime, 19 seconds left in the second quarter.
Little Tiger special. Patterson doing a nice job of laying it up, giving Thigpen a chance to make that catch.
Jaquez Beck was there defensively, but just a better catch. Here's Herrera with the PAT. 7 on the board after the bad punt snap. Tigers capitalize. We'll be right back to Paul Brown Tigers Stadium in a flash on WHS-TV.
Fresh, great-tasting pizza can be difficult to find. Your pizza shop, located on Massillon's west side, has been making delicious pizzas since the 1960s. Their large menu includes your favorite pizzas and toppings, along with wings, pressure-fried chicken, oven-baked subs, and more. Their convenient drive-thru window is open. Delivery service is available too. Your pizza shop, located on the corner of Lincoln Way West and 32nd Street Northwest in Massillon.
Now, Jim, what a break for the Tigers. You can never take anything for granted. And in that situation, the bad snap sets up the Tigers. And boy, what a time to roll that out of the playbook, Coach Barberi. And perfectly delivered by Patterson on the run.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a great job of setting it up. They pounded the ball with Xavier so many times.
There's the short kick again, taken at the 32-yard line. Caught on the fly by Terrell Davis Jr.
You know, you line Xavier up in the backfield and the Wildcat, you know, he starts coming downhill. Of course, the linebackers are going to come and the corner's going to peek into the backfield. He flipped it out to Patterson, which left Thigpen wide open. Great call. huge momentum swing for Massillon going into halftime. They just got to shut the door these next 16 seconds.
21-8. We saw how explosive Manny Fresh is.
You got to feel a little frustrated if you're Ritter. I mean, there was some chances. I mean, there were some go balls that were dropped. Quarterback just missed them. He had the hitch and go earlier where they had him, and wide receiver just couldn't adjust to the ball. They run the ball well. They rushed for 110 yards in this first half.
As expected, we've seen both quarterbacks. Manzouk keeping it, and he makes for the sideline and gets out of bounds. Run out by Deontay Malone, but he scrambles for a first down. It's all the way out close to midfield. 11 seconds left.
Little zone read. Nice job reading it out by Kashmir Manzouk.
Sophomore.
Awesome name.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Kashmir.
Kashmir with a K.
Gotta have some swag if your first name's gonna be Kashmir. You know what I mean?
First down. Ball's at the Ritter 47. That's Ellis. And he tries to get out of bounds near the 45. Into Massillon territory. Jaden Williams got him down, but it's second down about 3. Clock stops with 4 seconds left. Ritter does have 1 timeout if they choose to use it. 4 ticks. And so I'll get an extra DB in now for Tigers. And we'll make sure they are covering deep. Manzouk has the arm, certainly. Drops back. Looks like he'll try to take a shot if somebody's open. There it goes. And a man is open. It is caught. It's a touchdown for Ritter. 46 yards, Ryan McDavis.
Wow. Just wow.
And watch it on the replay here, Jim. It's the second effort as he pumped once and then waited on Garner to fly by and then puts it right on the money. 21-14. Shocking. Manzouk, we said it. He's got the arm.
Safety's got to be deeper than the deepest.
Look at that, Jim. 3 plays, 64 yards, 16 seconds.
What a turn. You just don't let anybody get deeper than you do.
They will line up to go for 2 and try to make it 21-16. We're at 0s on the clock. 2-point convert try for the Ritter Lions. Manzouk chased out of the pocket. Sandlot football. It's up for grabs. Knocked away at the last second. Elijah Lucas had his hands on the ball, but could not bring it down.
That is the end of the first half.
Manzouk.
He had it. Great job staying with it by Massillon's defense.
Knocked away by the Tigers. And that's the end of a very entertaining first half of play. 21-14. Massillon, Washington in front. 7.1 score game right now, Jim. But what a shot in the arm for the Ritter Lions, who scuffled a little bit in that second quarter, but getting the Hail Mary 4-6 before halftime.
And they get the ball to start the second half, don't they?
They sure do.
So a lot of momentum to build on for Ritter. Massillon just could have shut the door with that turnover late in the first half. It's a different ball game, but for whatever reason, Massillon was just let them get behind them when you should just play cover 4, drop your corners, drop your safeties, and keep everything in front of you, and just wasn't able to execute it. You know, you saw me and Zook throw up a Hail Mary, and receiver went up and got it, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, we sure do. We expected nothing less with this powerhouse coming in from St. Louis. So we have reached halftime here in the City of Champions. The Massillon Tigers swing band preparing to entertain you here at halftime. Their performance is coming up next. Again, your score at halftime, it's Massillon 21, Ritter 14, and you're watching Tigers football on WHS-TV.
Doring Vision Center is a primary care optometry clinic located in downtown Massillon. We have an optical department with a wide variety of eyeglass frames. From budget packages to designer brands, we have it all. Doring Vision Center uses the latest technology and fit all types of contact lenses. We treat eye disease conditions and will take emergency eye visits. Most insurances are accepted and same-day appointments may be available. Doring Vision Center. See our offices in Massillon or New Philadelphia.
Erie Street Pub, Massillon, Ohio's premier sports bar. Family owned for 3 generations. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With great food, generous drinks, and awesome atmosphere. Big screens with sports are everywhere you look. Enjoy food and drink specials with friends and family served by Erie Street Pub's friendly staff. Erie Street Pub, Massillon's premier sports bar. Come see us before, during, or after the game.
For over 60 years, Friends and Family Credit Union has proudly served Stark County. We provide financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Whether it's a loan, savings, checking, or other financial services, now more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family. Come visit any of our 3 locations, online or our mobile app. Our focus is always you, the member.
Hi Tigers, my name is Rebecca Studer and this is my daughter Eva. We're part of the Legacy Project, which connects caring adult mentors with students.
I loved being part of a Legacy lunch group last year. I made new friends and had a lot of fun with adults who really care about me.
This year, we're running 84 lunch groups every week, kindergarten through 12th grade, and we need more mentors. If you can spare an hour a week, visit lpstark.org or scan the QR code. Go Tigers!
And now, it's showtime! Under the direction of Jason Neal, assisted by Jen Smith-Heiser, Kristen Spahn, Katie Emily Brooks and Carla Martin. And onto the field by drum major Matthew Meadows and Bobby the Tiger, Max Bennett.
This is the 2025 edition of the Massillon Tigers Swing Band. With a Massillon tradition since 1938. Fanfare, Tiger Red, and Carry On. past week, the front-ranked members of the Tiger Swing Band, led by advisor Carla Marsh, held our mini majorette, mini drum major, and mini OB youth camps. At this time, please welcome to the field 34 young majorettes, 8 young drum majors, and 16 young OBs to perform with the current Massillon Tiger Swing Band. And now, with the help of these rising stars, the band charges ahead full speed with The Race. Ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. And now to announce this year's WHS homecoming presentation, I turn the mic over to Mr. Jonathan Sorensen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Washington High School Student Council is pleased to present the crowning of this year's Fall Homecoming Queen. From 29 candidates, sponsored by various student organizations, 5 young ladies were elected by their peers to be this year's homecoming court. The student body then voted to select this year's homecoming queen from these 5. After introducing each member of the court, I will announce the 2025 Fall Homecoming Queen. Student Council would like to thank the Washington High School Alumni Association for their sponsoring tonight's event and for donating the flowers and tiaras for our court. The following alumni members are assisting us on the field tonight. Joan Moore Wassity, class of 1977. Crystal Brown, class of 1987. Kelly Bodiford Banks, class of 1988. Leanne Boschel, class of 1992. And Erica Young Hill, class of 2009. Thank you, alumni. We appreciate your support and your participation. And now, Washington High family and friends, your 2025 Fall Homecoming Court. Our first court member is Miss Claire Grissack. Claire is the daughter of Valerie and Rich Grissack. Tonight, Claire is sponsored by the Massillon Tiger Swing Band. Directors of the high school bands are Mr. Jason Neal and Mrs. Jen Smith-Eisler. Claire is escorted by fellow senior band member Kate Jackson. As a student leader, Claire is a squad leader in the swing band and the president of 3 student organizations: Student Council, National Honor Society, and Environmental Club. Claire is also on the advisory board and a member of the Drama Club, a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and she performs each year with the musical theater productions. Outside of school, she works in the Children's Ministry Department of Community Bible Church. Miss Claire Grissack. Our second court member is Miss Sophia Drusi. Sophia is the daughter of Leah and James Drusi. Sophia represents the journalism program, whose instructor is Mrs. Lisa Dye, and she is escorted this evening by fellow journalist DJ Patterson. Sophia is a 2-year captain of the girls' varsity soccer team, an officer of the Pep Club, and a member of National Honor Society, as well as advisory board. In the community, Sophia coaches youth soccer and helps children at the Massillon Public Library. Miss Sophia Drusi. Miss Lindsay Reyes Valencia is our next court member. Lindsay is the daughter of Maria Valencia and stepfather Kevin Mejia. Lindsay represents the girls' soccer team, whose coach is Mrs. Tana Sebrel. She's being escorted tonight by senior boys soccer player Lucas Sebrel. Lindsay is a student in the cosmetology CTE program, a competitor in Skills USA, and a member of senior advisory. Miss Lindsay Reyes Valencia. Next to the court is Alea Williams. Alea is the granddaughter of Harla Lukes and Patrick Allen. Tonight, Alea represents the Sussex Club. The club's advisor is Mrs. Rachel Atkins. Alea is being escorted by senior Tiger football player Lennox Levin. As a part of Success Club, Alea enjoys hosting fundraising efforts to support charitable organizations, as well as volunteering at community centers to help address people's more immediate needs. Alea is also a student in the nursing CTE program, and through this program has earned her CNA certification, which she uses to work at the inn at Belden Village, enjoying providing care and help for its residents as she jumpstarts a career she loves. Miss Alea Williams. Our final member of the 2025 Fall Homecoming Court is Miss Abby Knight. Abby is the daughter of Marlene and Kenneth Knight. Tonight, Abby represents the WHS varsity cheerleading team, of which she is a captain. Her coach is Mrs. Bridget Miller. She's being escorted by senior village idiot Brady Coleman. As a student leader, Abby is an editor of the yearbook and a member of Pep Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society. Abby is also a student in the Teaching Professions CTE program. Miss Abby Knight. Can we have a round of applause for all of the members of our 2025 Homecoming Court? Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Fall Homecoming Queen is Miss Claire Grissack. Thank you for your attention this evening. Also, thank you, Tiger Swing Band, for your assistance with tonight's presentation. Again, thank you to our Alumni Association. And a special thanks to you, the Massillon community, for your continued support of our students and our school.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have another round of applause for the pride of the Tigers, your 2025 Massillon Tigers Swing Band.
Here at Shanklin Heating and Air Conditioning, we are a third-generation, family-owned company that has served our community since 1960. Our highly trained technicians are able to meet all of your repair and installation needs. Our promise to our local community is that we are working for you. We are dedicated to putting you first. If you need dependable, affordable, and effective HVAC solutions for your home, contact Shanklin Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Hello, and welcome to the Stark County Humane Society. Today we're going to give you a few pointers when considering adopting a new furry friend. All animals here at the Stark County Humane Society are spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, and if old enough, heartworm tested for our canine friends. Adopters will receive a free exam within 2 weeks of adoption at local veterinarian hospitals. We encourage all adopters to take full advantage of this. A one-time adoption fee is required for your new furry friend. When you adopt, you get an awesome adoption packet that includes treats for your new fur baby and savings for you. But this is not where the cost of adoption stops. Did you know the average cost of an animal like a new puppy or kitten can cost up to $500 annually? This includes annual veterinarian visits, preventative care, and everyday supplies like crate, litter, food, toys. But I hope this doesn't scare you away. Adopting an animal is a huge responsibility and a commitment. Please take the time to consider the cost of adopting a new pet into your family today. I hope to see you soon at the Stark County Humane Society. Please visit our website or visit us on social media for more information.
My name is Jaden Wilson, and you're watching Massillon Tiger football only on WHS-TV.
The eye of the tiger.
We are back here at halftime. Cardinal Ritter College Prep visiting from St. Louis, Missouri, taking on the mighty Massillon Tigers here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. David Wilson along with Jim Ballard, the swing band heading off after a rousing homecoming performance. And now the second half just before us with the Tigers leading at 21-14. Welcome back to the booth, my friends. David Wilson, Jim Ballard right here. And boy, a quarterback's dream. Hail Mary, hit a guy right in the numbers,
right,
put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and they get the ball to start the second half. Huge momentum swing, as we talked about. Kazimir Manzuk gave him some juice.
Sure did.
He did. I mean, he did a great job of picking up, I believe it was 12 or 13 yards on the run, getting out of bounds, which set up the Hail Mary down the sideline. And we've seen some kids with some strong arms, but this sophomore, I mean, he ripped it about 50 in the air for that Hail Mary touchdown, and a lot of momentum. See if Massillon can recapture what they did to start this game, and that was to start fast, see if their defense can come out with a 3 and out. But this team, Ritter's not going away. They've got speed and they've got big-time home run hitters, so they're never out of a game.
Each team ran 29 plays. Cardinal Ritter 197 total yards, Massillon 155. Scoring summary, 10:47 to go first quarter. Xavier Owens a 45-yard run. The Herrera kick made it 7-0. 7:29 to go in the second quarter. It was Owens again, a 10-yard run. The Herrera kick made it 14-0. Then with 7:04 to go in the second quarter, Manny Ellis a 70-yard run for a touchdown for Cardinal Ritter. The 2-point try made it 14-8. And Jadis Thigpen caught a 12-yard touchdown pass from Manny Patterson with just 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Herrera kick made it 21-8 at the time. Tigers looked to be taking control of the ball game, but with time expiring, Kazimir Manzuk, a 46-yard Hail Mary pass to Ryan McDavis. And then they did not convert on the 2-point try, so they settled for 6 to make it 21-14, 7-point lead for Massillon.
Not a lot of productivity in the air for either team. Manzuk only completed 1 of 5, but as you said, partner, was that 46-yard Hail Mary before half for the touchdown. Rylan Moore was 2 for 5 with an interception, his first pass of the game. He only had 23 yards. Manny Patterson 2 for 6, 17 yards, but he did throw that big touchdown to Thigpen on the Tiger, or Philly, if you will, whatever you want to call it, but a great play call by the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that was a great play, and it came after
our coach Barberi.
Yeah, the Tigers got the ball back after that bad snap on the punt, and they took immediate advantage of that. Thigpen with 1 catch, Rivera a catch, Jackson a catch. Malone has not been targeted. Isaac Maxheimer had 5 tackles to lead the Tigers. Ryan Stringer 7 stops to pace the Ritter defense. So it's been a battle of Owens and Ellis toting the football. 140 yards on 20 carries for Xavier, and Manny Ellis 14 carries, 112 yards.
Yeah, Owens only had 13 carries for 53 yards in the whole game last week. Massillon has given up a 100-yard rusher in back-to-back weeks. Also gave up 164 to Josh Martin Penke from Football North. He had 3 touchdowns in that rout of Massillon last week, but Massillon's defense has done a good job, except just the play before half. That's one that's just so irritating as a coach, because you know what's coming. You know they're going to throw it up. You know there's only so many seconds left. Just get deeper than the deepest and knock the ball down.
Well, the Tigers will be back here next week against Cornerstone Christian, coming out of Texas. That is next Friday night, the 10th. Cornerstone played yesterday, and they beat a team from Stanton, Texas, 58-0. And Cornerstone is now 4-2 on the year. They're coming in next week to play the Tigers. We'll, of course, have a lot more information on them as we get ready for that game. But 58 points yesterday shows they can put a whooping on somebody.
Certainly did.
All right, so we're ready to go into the third quarter here on this beautiful Friday night. And the Tigers looking to pick up a win here against a tough opponent coming in from St. Louis. Again, Brennan Spain is the head coach of the Ritter Lions, 2-time state champion, and married to Tiffany Spain, who is the girls track and field coach at Ritter, and her teams have won 4 state titles. And so she kind of has the edge in the household.
Yeah, she's
state championship.
Stacking the trophies.
4-2. And they have a daughter, Kendall, who is a track runner at the University of South Carolina.
It must be pretty fast running in the SEC, my friend.
Yeah, he's very proud of her, as Tiffany is, I'm sure, as well. But a great family and highly invested in the Ritter community. We're underway here. Another short kick. You do not want Ellis returning anything. Give up a little bit of field position, but good coverage by the Gunners. At about the 29-yard line, Isaac Maxheimer hustling down there to make the stop.
Max's 6 total tackle. See high kick on the right side. Maxheimer, as soon as he caught it, was pretty much right on it. We'll take those all day long when you can eliminate the big play.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line. So I assume we'll see Kashmir Manzouk come back out. They pulled the starter, Ryland Moore. And it will be Manzouk.
Ride the hot hand.
Manny Fresh to his right. Ritter in the white tops. And the Tigers on defense to start play here in the 3rd quarter. Great to have you with us for our streaming coverage. And there's Ellis. And he had a head of steam going, but he came to a screeching halt at the 35-yard line. He accelerates very quickly through the hole right there.
Certainly does. Job filling up the hole by number 9, Jaden Williams. Williams chipped in with 4 tackles in the first half. Be his 5th. From his outside linebacker position, changed up from earlier in the season where he was the Mike or middle linebacker. Still move him around a little bit just because he's so athletic,
sure
trying
is.
to create those mismatches for the offensive line.
Sort of a traditional huddle here for Ritter. 3 on the play clock. Manzouk hands it off up the middle, and there goes Ellis again. First down and more to the 50. That's a 16-yard pickup officially to the Massillon Washington 49-yard line.
Wow, you just saw the whole offensive line.
Number 4 has to leave for 1 play for losing his helmet.
The whole offensive line for Ritter just completely caving in Massillon's defensive line, blocking from right to left. It was a zone blocking scheme. Manny Fresh just picking and choosing wherever the hole opens up.
He's out for 1 play now. They bring in Terrence Jones. Ellis lost his helmet. 3 receivers bunched to the left, and false start against Ritter. And they have that huge
Before
offensive
the snap,
line.
Full start, number 8, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's the 2nd time tonight they've gotten the wide receiver Elijah Lucas on the false start. He's committed to Western Michigan to be a Bronco.
Going to play with one of my quarterbacks from Ballard Quarterback Academy. Brock Lowry had a big win over Toledo, Canfield kid.
Smoke screen. Not much to gain there. Got the penalty yardage back. Bryce Claiborne caught it, and Maxheimer tackled him. By the way, speaking of Toledo, I saw Tyler Hackenbrack back on the sidelines.
His dad as well, former safeties coach here at Massillon, put a lot of time in. Tyler, a stud safety for this Massillon Tigers team. Red shirt this year, excited to see what he's going to do for Vince Karras.
That's some great
son of legendary head coach Larry Karras, running the defense for the Rockets.
There's Ellis, flag down on the play. Nowhere to turn it upfield. Nicely done by the Tigers. Trayon Williams, Jaden Williams, Dossus tracking him all the way to the sideline. They're walking backwards. This will be against Ritter.
I believe it's on number 65, Jarius Nesbitt with a hold.
replay second down. They're telling Nate Moore. Tigers are 73-17.
Holding 52. White. Penalty is declined. Third down.
All right, so they declined that penalty. Carter Tolliver, the backup lineman, was guilty of the holding penalty. So make it third down, about 11 to go. I started to say, though, even with the loss last week, 73-17 at home under Nate Moore. Ellis shifts off to the left, and now Manzuk on the run. Williams in hot pursuit, and a great open field stop by the Tigers. That was Christian Culler, who's a little slow getting up. Oh, what a collision between Culler and Manzuk. And he's limping as he comes off.
Yeah, Culler got low and just chopped the legs out of Manzuk.
And they'll leave it at fourth down and about 7 to go. We'll call it a long 6. Call it the 45-yard line. Yeah, Manzuk shows no fear when he runs the football, no question about that.
Runs with reckless abandonment.
They're not interested in punting it. And now a whistle and
timeout. White.
Got a timeout called by Ritter. We'll take a timeout too. Third quarter, nothing happening so far. 21-14 Massillon, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Electrolux has Smart Boost technology for the most effective stain removal. Extending the life of clothes and fabrics for your family and for a more sustainable future. Make it last. Electrolux.
Fourth down and 6. Pass to the outside. It's caught out there by Claiborne.
That's complete to number 16, Bryce Claiborne. Flag is down.
Flag is down on the play as we get back to action here. And, might be against Ritter as well. So we'll see.
Oh, you can see the hole right there by number 8. Got his arms all the way around.
If he's short of the first down, I would think Massillon will just decline it and get the ball back, right? Nate Moore is having that discussion.
Have to wait and see. I couldn't.
Holding. White. Number 8. That penalty is declined. First down, Massillon.
All right, so they take over on downs. Stop them on 4th, despite the hold. It's a nice reception by Claiborne, but he did not get the line to gain. Friends, coming up after the game tonight, Jim Ballard will name our Massillon Tigers player of the game. It's brought to you by the official car dealership of the Tigers, Liberty Ford Canton, home of Liberty for Life. Liberty makes it happen.
Exactly the way you want to start the second half.
Yeah,
David.
Absolutely.
Big stop by the Tigers. Thwarting that momentum going into halftime that Ritter had with the Hail Mary pass. See if Massillon can start the way that they started the first half of this game. Opening drive touchdown. Go up 7-0.
Almost 4 minutes gone by already, Jim, so far in the third quarter. We've had no movement in the score. Second half action brought to you by John George's Deli. Tigers ready to go. .14 on the play clock. Owens in the backfield with Patterson. Chased out of the pocket. Wings it on the run and throws it away. Quickly pursued by Marquise Jackson, the defensive tackle.
Another flag in the backfield. You know what that usually means.
Brian Bajenski's been getting as much airtime as we have.
Illegal block in the back, 31, black. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
It's Paxton Hipple. Now we're looking at first down and 20 from the 29-yard line. Owens doing his work. Stiff-armed Jaquez Beck and threw him right out of bounds.
Just toying with him.
Number 32, number 7, Jaquez Beck, both there. Take him out of bounds.
Just mean mugged him with that stiff arm. Very Derrick Henry, if you will.
Now at about a second down and 15 to go. Football at the 35-yard line. Owens. Hulk closed very quickly, got to the 37. Only about a 2-yard gain, so third down, 12 to go. Looked like it was Ryan Stringer, the 5'9" senior, middle linebacker, who made the stop for Ritter.
First down penalty, putting them behind the chains, really putting a damper on this opening drive for Massillon.
Yeah, third down conversion right here. And Nate Moore might want to take a timeout.
Timeout, Massillon.
All right, we'll take one as well. So they will talk about a big third down play coming up. 21-14 Massillon in the third quarter. Back after this timeout on WHS-TV.
Discount Tire Outlet, serving you with honesty, integrity, and excellence since 1981. Now with 2 convenient locations, our original store in Massillon and the all-new North Canton location near Belden Village. More than tires, Discount Tire Outlet is the place for auto service and mechanical work for all makes and models. See us for tune-ups, engine repairs, brakes, alignments, and all your automotive needs, and of course, tires. Come see the tire pros at Discount Tire Outlet, the place for automotive service, now with 2 convenient locations.
Big third down play upcoming for the Tigers, who lead at 21-14. That will help. They drew the defensive
encroachment
tackle,
Jacques
Felix. That'll give them 5 extra yards, so you're looking at a 3rd and 7. That changes things dramatically.
A lot more manageable. Still run the ball with Saviar. You don't want to throw it. Maybe look to throw a screen. They haven't thrown a slow screen or a bubble. We've seen the smoke screen a few times.
As R.J. Harris in motion, he settles in a slot on the right. Patterson fires a line drive pass, and it's caught by Thigpen at the 45 of the Lions. Good for first down yardage, tackled by Gavin Robinson. 12-yard pickup. Thigpen makes the catch.
It's the same play they ran earlier in the game where Thigpen dropped it, trying to work that big tight end / wide receiver in between the two high safeties. Andy Patterson threw the same exact ball he threw in the first half that was dropped. This time Thigpen holds on for a big first down for the Tigers.
And now Owens on first down, carries the pile with him across the 40, maybe to the 37-yard line. That's a good 8-yard run before he's finally brought down by DJ Boone, the defensive end. Second down, about 2 to go. Well, you had him at 3rd and 12, but then jumped off sides. And the 3rd and 7 play becomes the pass to Thigpen for the first down.
Ritter starting to walk down, 8 guys in the box. You'll see some one-on-ones on the outside.
It's Owens right into the teeth of that defense, gets quickly dragged down.
Number 0, Ryan Stringer in there to stop.
Ryan Stringer, number 0, coming in right through the C gap in between the guard and the tackle.
Sending on big number 99, Brian Bailey, to check in at nose tackle. Bailey 5'11", 280. 3rd down, less than a yard to go. Owens to the outside, has the first down and more inside the 30, along the hash mark to the 29-yard line.
You can see that Massillon just had him out leveraged to the outside. Defensive line for Ritter was shifted towards Massillon's left. It was an easy block for Himes to get on the outside.
Deion Ross made the stop. He made Marquise Jackson miss on that play. Nice job by Owens, who continues to pile up yardage. 3 out of the last 4 games, he's had 100 plus.
I have a feeling it's going to be 2 bills tonight.
He's definitely on pace for that, Jim. 21-14 Tigers, 5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Time Bailey ends up landing on
tackled by number 0, Ryan Stringer.
On McMullen, and he's hurting. Actually, that was Owens, and he's holding that left arm.
Looks like it's a shoulder.
I don't know if we get a chance to look at that one again, but he got landed on pretty significantly by the nose tackle. And he's doubled over and he's hurting. Now McMullen is in. And he runs over the right side, gets to the 25, well short of the first down. So that's a developing story we'll have to keep an eye on. But
99 has to leave for 1 play for losing his helmet.
Xavier Owens
still being looked at on the sideline. Trainer looks like he has his hand on his shoulder, kind of seeing how stable it is. Feel it separated. I know what that's like. I had a grade 3.
See, right at the end of that play, nose tackle landed right on him. Here's Patterson to throw, fires a pass for Malone, and it might have been intercepted. Tipped and then intercepted. Malone was the target, and it was Marshawn Ivy to pick that ball off as he slid down, and Ritter will take over at their own 23-yard line.
Tiger fans, just remember the Massillon.
Didn't really see who got a hand on it.
World-famous West Donuts as you leave the stadium tonight. Please stop down and get some West
You throw it into traffic like that, it's always dangerous when it gets tipped. And Ivy, a Will linebacker, comes up with the tip drill, and Ritter has the ball down by 7. We have 3:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Anybody's ball game. Tiger defense back out there. Here is Moore back in with the long ball, and it is caught downfield and then ripped away. Or no, was it caught? Thought the back judge was calling it incomplete, but it was hauled in by Elijah Lucas. See right there, he's almost acting like he was calling it incomplete, but that ball was never on the ground. An incredible grab by Lucas.
It was just a deep post. Got behind the safety. And Moore, 3-step drop, 2 hitches, and threw it as far as he could across the field from left to right. Got enough air under it to allow the receiver to get underneath it.
Now the freshman comes back in and throws a 46-yard pass to Elijah Lucas. Now they try to run it, and that play goes nowhere. A loss back to the 35 with Manny Ellis.
Joseph Carter there to get the stop in the back.
Joe Carter just blowing up the middle of that Ritter offensive line. In the backfield, almost took the handoff.
Well, you have Ritter now punching the ball deep into Massillon territory. You have Xavier Owens on the sideline with an apparent shoulder injury. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Second down, about 15 to go. There's Moore to Lucas, 35-30, spun around by Trayon Williams, and down to about the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup here on another nice throw by the freshman, Rylan Moore.
Like the effort for the wide receivers for Ritter. If you're going to throw those smoke screens, you have to be able to block well on the perimeter, and they've done a pretty good job of that tonight, with the exception of the one hold on the last fourth down. They're in motion.
Flag out. Third down.
False start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That'll make it about 3rd and 12 now. Cardinal Ritter visiting from St. Louis, Missouri. Lost their first 2 games. Have since picked up 2 wins, a 50-0 win against Francis Howell and a 36-8 win against St. Pius. There's Moore running for it. He won't get anywhere close to first down yardage. Everyone covered downfield, and the Tigers come in waves.
Massillon brought a blitz.
And Jaden Williams, Sam Dossus, Andrew Holland helping out on the tackle as well for the Tigers. So 4th down and 10. They will keep the offense on the field. Rylan Moore with Ellis in the backfield. 4th and 10. They need to get to the 21. Again, the quarterback trying to scramble, and the Tigers get to him, and they will take over on downs. Tackle at about the 27-yard line.
Relentless pursuit by number 91, Sam Dossus. Keep calling his name tonight.
20 tackles on the year coming into this game, Jim. 3 for loss, 2 sacks. Very athletic defensive end for the Tigers. There's a flag down. Let's see the officials talking it over. Any speculation here, Jim, on what that penalty might be?
I'm guessing it's probably a personal foul or unsportsmanlike of some sort. Didn't see anything, live. But it'll definitely be after the play, and it's going to be Massillon's ball. Great stop by the Tiger defense. When Ritter looked like they had something going after the change of possession with a deep post.
46 yards, it got him deep.
Again, Massillon's defense ability to bend but not break.
49 seconds to go in the third quarter.
After the play, personal foul, 14 White, 15-yard penalty from the recovery spot. First down, Massillon.
Keon Mitchell, the wide receiver, who drew the personal foul penalty. And so that certainly hurts his team, as it's a walk-off after the end of the play. Tigers will get the ball in a little bit better field position, leading it by 7. Have to believe we're going to see a steady diet of Xavier Owens, who is back on the field but flexing that left shoulder. They'll test it out right here. Smash mouth football. Out close to midfield, maybe to the 47. 4-yard gain before Ryan Stringer tackles him.
Good lead block by William Himes. Been running this tight end wrap play quite a few times. Himes does a great job of leading through. Owens' ability just to let the play develop and then jumps left, jumps right, goes through you.
Well, they are letting the clock run down. That'll be the end of the third quarter. So they take some air out of the ball here, and we are through 3. The all-important fourth quarter is coming up next. Your score, Massillon 21, Cardinal Ritter 14. Fourth quarter play-by-play will commence when we come right back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Medicap Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West has been serving our area for over 20 years. They're your local pharmacy that cares about you and your time.
I can get them filled from 5 to 10 minutes. If I go to a chain drugstore, I may have to wait a half hour to an hour.
Probably the best pharmacist in the city.
Hi, I'm Chris Kingsbury, owner and pharmacist at Medicap Pharmacy. Stop in sometime soon and you can experience our fast and friendly service.
It's all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill. Good friends, good atmosphere, good food, good service, good spirits, good times. It's always all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill in the Irish Square Plaza near the corner of Hills and Dales and Wales Road, across from the Progressive dealerships.
Second.
12 minutes on the clock as we go to the fourth here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in the City of Champions. Tigers up 21-14 on the visiting Cardinal Ritter Prep Lions. And now it's McMullen running hard to the outside. It's tackled inbounds by DJ Boone. There's an injured lineman for the Tigers.
It's number 50.
Yeah, that's James Wallace.
Yes, senior.
Well, I don't know if we're reading anything into it, but McMullen back in there quickly after a couple of runs by Owens, who might still be favoring that shoulder a little bit. And now we're concerned about Wallace. Third quarter numbers are before us, Jim. 287 yards of total offense for Cardinal Ritter Prep. 199 for Massillon.
Yeah, Manny Patterson 3 for 8, 30 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, another fumble tonight. He's turned it over 5 times in the last 2 games. Got to clean that up a little bit. Young quarterback, but he's played enough, has enough experience. Just got to take care of the ball a little bit better.
Wallace, a noticeable limp as he heads back to the sideline, but under his own power. So you got a 3rd and 2 for the Tigers here. Every first down now gets Massillon a little closer to winning this ball game. It's like Culler is in the backfield with McMullen. Patterson drew him offside. They got Bailey to come into the neutral zone. That'll give the Tigers a first down.
Third or fourth time that Ritter's jumped offside.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Yardage is good enough for a first down.
That's Ritter's 13th penalty for 100 yards. I'll say around 3 or 4 of those have given Massillon a key first down on third down.
1st and 10 on the Ritter 44-yard line. Culler bounces to the outside. It's a sprint toward the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. 44 yards. Christian Culler. Touchdown Tigers.
Culler doing a nice job of coming through that right side of the offensive line with his speed down the sideline. Wins the foot race. Gets into the corner of the end zone. Culler picking up the slack for Xavier Owens, who's down with a shoulder injury. Culler almost didn't play. Was ejected from last week's game. Suspension was filed. Massillon appealed it, and they won, and he was able to play in tonight's ball game.
Herrera boots it through. 28-14. The Tigers put 7 on the board. Don't forget they had the big first down on the offside to keep that drive going. 3 plays, 57 yards. Tigers extend the lead. Ritter will try and answer when we come right back on WHS-TV.
Serving our community since 1960, Buell and Oliveri Insurance is large enough to meet all of your insurance needs, yet small enough to know you personally. We take pride in having several insurance carriers, including Grange Insurance, that we can match you with to provide you the most complete coverage and the best rates. If you're tired of lower service and higher premiums, give Buell and Oliveri Insurance a call today and let our experienced agents and staff give you the professional attention you deserve.
The injury to Xavier Owens puts Massillon in a position where they need to bring in some extra running backs. It's Christian Culler with his first touchdown of the year. I can't remember him carrying the ball very much.
Next man up, and Culler said, "Yes, sir, I'm ready, coach."
Sideline warning, Cardinal Ritter.
Culler with the 46-yard run. Here's Herrera with the kickoff. Let's see if he does the short kick here. It is a booming kick this time. And it will be a return from the 5-yard line. Brought back by Jaquez Beck. And the Tigers wrestle him down. The ball came out. Flags are down. It's recovered by the Tigers in the end zone, but I have to believe forward progress was stopped.
I never heard a whistle, so if they're going to throw the flag on, you know.
Well, sort it out. Let's see it right here.
And they definitely got him wrapped up for 5, 10, 15.
Chase White made the stop.
Little egregious, I would think. Might not have heard the whistles from the booth, but I would have to think that standing him up.
After the play, personal foul, number 41, Black. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Marcel Hill gets the penalty.
Massillon's 5th penalty, 50 yards tonight.
I believe that this is exactly the way the Massillon drive started last time. Manzuk back in and handing it up the middle to Ellis. Well, right now down 14 and into the fourth quarter. Ritter can't really afford to just simply try to run their way back into the ball game. There is time, but you're gonna have to start thinking about maybe some strategic passing here.
Oh, we've seen what they do. They're just going to drop back. They're just going to run go routes and deep posts and throw 50-50 balls and see what happens.
And either quarterback can get it there. Manzuk calling the signals. To the outside, Claiborne catches it, but he's tackled immediately. Culler makes the stop after he came in on offense to run the touchdown.
Going to the well one too many times with the smoke screen. All smoke but no fire, if you know what I'm saying, partner. Massillon snipped that out about the 5th time that Ritter's decided to run that play.
Third down, 7 to go for Cardinal Ritter.
That single coverage in the boundary on Malone.
Ellis got away from Williams, found some running room over on the far side. He took a big hit. Fowler there defensively, and Trayon Williams as well. He's out of bounds at the 45, and that's good for the first down. So Ellis moves the sticks.
Ellis actually outran Jaden Williams around the corner. You don't see that very often. Williams had a chance to tackle him one-on-one and just able to break outside.
Got 3 receivers on the left for Manzuk. And he drops to throw. There goes the deep ball we were talking about. And pass interference has been called now against the Tigers' Deontay Malone. That was McDavis, who has great speed downfield.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Not a spot foul.
Had the same matchup, just to the opposite side. It was a go ball into the boundary, one-on-one. Malone just got his hand on the back of the wide receiver.
They'll move it up to the Massillon 40. 9:28 to go, fourth quarter. 28-14 Tigers, looking for a massive win here if they can get it. Again, just swarmed over in the middle of the pack there. That was Fowler again on the stop. He's had a nice game tonight. Keon Fowler. So the ball's now at the 36-yard line.
First start for Fowler tonight.
Right, yeah, he's really answered the call.
Massillon with no shortage of guys that can come in and get it done. Guys just waiting in the wings, just waiting for those opportunities to shine, and Fowler, one of those guys, stepping up big tonight.
Manzuk in the shotgun. Lets it go. That one knocked down, incomplete, and another flag against Malone. The Tigers can't believe it.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 3, Ryan McDavis.
McDavis again the target. See what we see here. I don't know, Jim.
I don't know about that. I mean, he had his eyes back for the ball. The ball was inside.
And looked like he was able to knock it away.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 6. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Nate Moore very upset. He's out a few yards onto the field, expressing his displeasure with that call. And that will move the football to the 21-yard line for Ritter. Now we'll have an opportunity to continue this drive and maybe pull to within 1 score. And plenty of time left. 8:36 to go, fourth quarter. Manny Ellis up the middle. At the 10. At the 5, and knocked down by Jaden Williams before he can take it to the end zone. This guy is an incredible talent.
Just a big opening through the middle. Nice block by the big center, Anthony Hudson.
First and goal from the 5. They'll give it to Ellis again. That time he's caught right at the line of scrimmage.
Isaac Maxheimer on the stop.
Maxheimer was there, and now Ellis seems a little dinged up on the play. He has thrown his helmet off and seems to be writhing right now. You hate to see that. And they'll get the training staff out there, and we'll have a break in the action. So they're going to check on Manny Ellis. It is 28-14 Massillon. Okay, we're going to stay here as now Ellis pops up. He's unhappy, but looking now like he's okay. Did we have a timeout called? Both teams are huddling up. Brian Bajenski, I think, is coming over to have a word with Nate Moore.
We'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsors.
Well, Massillon Tigers Athletics would like to recognize the following supporters: the DAV, Disabled American Veterans, number 38 of Massillon; Benders of Massillon, the official chicken wing of the Tigers; Friends and Family Credit Union; and Eagles 190 of Massillon, the official event center for the Tigers. Appreciate all of their great support of WHS Sports. We have a new running back in. It's now 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line for Cardinal Ritter. Manzouk throws a pass. It's knocked down by Jaden Williams.
Oof.
Wow.
I saw that pre-snap, and I was wondering if they were going to walk off. Jaden Williams, excuse me, just baited him into that throw, just hoping he would throw into that soft spot. He had it read right, but man, if he picks that off, that is a house call.
They're in 4-down territory here. They do not kick. So 3rd and goal from the 5. They have 2 plays to try to punch it in. Tigers defense trying to rise to the occasion. 4 receiver set. And they blow that play up in the backfield as it was handed off to Terrence Jones.
All out blitz.
Axheimer and Williams leading the charge in there for a 2-yard loss, and it's 4th and goal from about the 7.
Tell you what, Maxheimer's having himself a ball game. Coming into the 4th quarter, he had 6 tackles, half a tackle for loss.
Well, here we go. This could really be the ball game right here for Massillon if they're able to turn away Cardinal Ritter. 4th and goal from the 7. 5 receivers, empty backfield. Manzouk on the run, fires it. It was knocked down. Incomplete pass, and the Tiger defense holds.
What a job by the Massillon Tigers defense tonight.
Joe Carter was there. Marcus Garner was there.
Number 60, Marcus Garner, getting that big left paw up, knocking the ball down. This Massillon defense continues to just bend and bend and bend, but they just won't break.
They overcame the 2 pass interference penalties. And then the big run by Ellis, who was shaken up, and he did not appear in those final 2 plays. That certainly hurt Ritter's chances to try to punch that one in and make it a 1-score game. Tigers are pinned back deep. 1st and 10 on their own 7. Straight ahead running by McMullen. Boy, one of his best runs of the season, just powering his way outside the hash marks. And got close to the 18-yard line.
We want to talk about fresh. We know we got Manny Fresh on the other side, but McMullen's only had 2 carries this game. So, David, he's coming in with fresh legs after this Ritter defense has dealt with Xavier Owens 27 times. A little change of pace, a little bit more flat-out speed.
I think we are probably... We're not going to see Xavier anymore tonight. He's got ice pack on his shoulder and has taken off his jersey. See him over there talking to Eli Moore. Running play over the left tackle. Not much there. Second down, long. 6:20 to go.
Like to see Massillon take their time getting in and out of the huddle, work this clock down. Should want to snap this ball inside of 2 seconds. Slowly eating away the clock, reducing the opportunities and the time for this Ritter team, which we've seen can score quickly with these big play wide receivers.
Just looking over there, far side, Jim, I can see Manny Ellis still really hurting. Working with a trainer. Straight ahead running, nothing there for the Tigers. It'll be a long third down. They will keep the clock moving. Ritter has 2 timeouts remaining, but might be a little premature to take them here. So we get a look at our MCTV replay, but Ellis is hurting, Owens is hurting. Owens is out of the game. I'm going to start to hope now that's not a serious injury moving ahead.
See if Massillon decides to throw the ball and possibly stop the clock, or if they just keep staying on with the run game. Ritter walks down in the box.
5 minutes to go, and McMullen trying to run in between the tackles, quickly snuffed out by Jaquez Felix.
Yeah, you could see everybody creeping in to that line, knowing full well that they're probably not going to throw with Manny Patterson, who's thrown an interception and has had a fumble.
4th down, 8 to go. Tigers up by 2 scores.
Timeout. White.
So they will use the timeout here. Ritter has 1 remaining.
Again, Tiger fans, tickets for the Massillon McKinley game go on sale.
Ritter dominating the statistics. 14 first downs. Massillon does have 15. 192 yards rush for Ritter, 223 for Massillon. 316 total for Ritter, 260 for Massillon. Time of possession, Ritter has held the ball longer, 22-12 to Massillon's 18-40.
All right, let's take a 30 here. We'll be back with more 4th quarter play-by-play here on WHS-TV.
Doring Vision Center is a primary care optometry clinic located in downtown Massillon. We have an optical department with a wide variety of eyeglass frames. From budget packages to designer brands, we have it all. Doring Vision Center uses the latest technology and fit all types of contact lenses. We treat eye disease conditions and will take emergency eye visits. Most insurances are accepted and same-day appointments may be available. Doring Vision Center. See our offices in Massillon or New Philadelphia.
Fourth down for the Tigers as we welcome you back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Here's the snap back to Rasmus Haynes. He got knocked down. I don't see a flag. Now a flag comes out farther upfield as the fair catch is made by Jaquez Beck. Now more flags are thrown. Haynes took the snap and appeared to get spun around. I'm surprised that was not at least a running into the kicker, Jim.
I would have thought at least a 5-yard variety.
We'll get the call here from Brian Baginski. There's a lot of flags to go through. But the Tigers give it up on the punt. 28-14. We have 4:38 remaining. Ritter has only 1 timeout left. Both teams have lost their primary running back. Interestingly for the Tigers, they lost Owens right before Christian Culler ran a 46-yard touchdown.
During the return and 1 penalty after, personal foul number 11, White. Then unsportsmanlike conduct number 11, White. The first penalty is enforced 15 yards. The second penalty is enforced half the distance. First down.
Wow. Dayon Ross a sophomore, the guilty party. It costs Ritter dearly. They are pinned back now all the way to the 13-yard line. But I'm still a little confused about the lack of a penalty on the punt itself. And Rasmus seemed to be hit getting that punt away.
It was warranted, no question. I mean, he did run into him. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. I think 15 would have been excessive, but a 5-yard for knocking the punter to the ground when he's defenseless. I thought that was the call that should have been made.
Moore is in. Got away from some pressure and then throws an incompletion over the middle. McDavis was looking for a flag.
I'm not sure he shouldn't have got that one.
Like he was
number 16.
Hit pretty well by Noah Jenkins. Jaden Williams was there defensively as well. 28-14 Massillon. Do we have another marker? I don't believe we do. They're just huddling up, which is using precious time here.
Yeah, play clock's down to 10. Going to have to hurry a little bit, otherwise they're going to pick up a delayed game.
Freshman Rylan Moore in at quarterback. He is split time, and now they either used the timeout or got the penalty.
In that situation, when
timeout, White.
When you've only got 2 timeouts
They're
left.
out of timeouts for the half.
Or when
Yeah,
you
that
only
was
had
their
one
final.
time.
That was their final.
You got 1 timeout left, right? You're backed up already inside of your own 15-yard line. So if you take the penalty, or if you let the play clock expire, and you basically eat the penalty, you're only going to eat 2.5 yards. That timeout is way more valuable than 2.5 yards, especially at this point in the game. I say you put that timeout in your back pocket and just call another play. But we'll see how it shapes out.
Second down, 10 to go from the 13-yard line. And things looking favorable for the Tigers. After that Christian Culler touchdown at the 11:27 mark of this fourth quarter, that extended the lead to 2 touchdowns, 2 scores. Maxheimer rushing in from the right edge, and they get him in a sack. It is Moore going to the turf back at the 9-yard line.
You saw Maxheimer run to the outside, forcing him to step up right into the teeth.
Sam Dossus.
And Carter on the inside, bottling up the 5'8" freshman.
Third down, now 13 to go. Football at the 9.5-yard line. Ritter backed up deep, down 2 touchdowns. Moore takes the snap, drops back close to his own goal line, got rid of the pass. It's caught at about the 15-yard line, close to the 18. It was caught by Dylan Shell out of the backfield. Maxheimer got the tackle well short of the line to gain. So it's going to be 4th down. Looking at about 4th and 6 here.
Nice job by Moore just finding this check down, avoiding the sack.
And then Shell got some extra yardage. Some yak yards. Makes it a little more manageable here. This is the game right now for Ritter. 3:04. They have no timeouts, so they must get a first down here. Again, they're playing without Manny Fresh. They are going to punt it away. It is punted away, and it takes a favorable bounce for Massillon and ends up at about the 42-yard line. They went ahead and had Jaquez Felix kick it away.
Are you as...
Yeah, I'm a little stunned, partner.
I think you're down 14 on the road. Less than 3 minutes left. Just go for it. If they score again, who cares? at least try. I mean, it wasn't like it was 4th and 15 or 20 or something. I mean, it wasn't, what was it, 4th and 7?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very manageable. We've seen this offense pick up 7 yards on a run by the quarterback or running back through the air. Long way to go from the loo, if you will, to punt it away with less than 3 minutes. And you've got no timeouts.
No timeouts left.
You gotta go. Gotta go. Break for Massillon.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Bailey makes the stop on color. So the clock moving, and Ritter cannot stop it.
Please make sure the play clock is moving.
Yeah, they did not start the play clock, and they didn't reset anything here. So there was a lot of time that elapsed on the game clock that did not match up with the play clock. And now,
please set the game clock to 2:32. Set the play clock to 40 seconds and run it.
so they're going to get it all reset now. Back to 2:32 and 40 on the play clock. And they still do not have it right. Bajenski, I'm not sure if he's going to make them reset it or not, but the Tigers are in no hurry here. They're going to let it go. 20 on the play clock, 2:17 on the game clock. Yeah, I'm surprised, Jim, they did not go for it on 4th and 6. But down 2 scores. And perhaps they just decided to wave the white flag here. What other conclusion can you draw? Now the Tigers will take a timeout. Nate Moore's not happy.
Timeout, Massillon. 2nd of the half.
Yeah, you just go for it at that point. Just roll the dice. Come up short, you come up short.
Well, Jim, we've got a chance here to name your Massillon Tigers player of the game this evening. All brought to you by Liberty Ford Canton, the official car dealership of Tigers Athletics.
I mean, I think the obvious choice is Xavier Williams, or Owen, excuse me, and what he's done offensively, how fast they got this team going. But I think it was the defense that really stepped up big tonight and did a lot of good things. And I'm going to go with Isaac Maxheimer.
Okay.
I haven't seen his total stats yet, but I'm going to guess he's probably all over 10 tackles, 11 tackles, some big plays in the red zone to keep them out of the end zone to score. I mean, they were in the red zone, 3 times, and they came away with no points. I mean, that's a lot on a defense, and, Maxheimer was the guy that we've been calling his name all night, and he's played tough, and I think he's more than earned it.
Certainly concur with that, Jim. He's our Liberty Ford Canton player of the game. There goes McMullen. Under 2 minutes to go now. That's close to a first down. Going to be now 4th. I guess he was tackled farther from the line than I thought. 4th down and about 5.5, 6 to go. Well, and Maxheimer, as you pointed out earlier, even when he has not gotten the tackle, he has rerouted players and influenced the offensive play into the waiting arms of some of his defensive teammates.
Yeah, on the last sack, I mean, he came off the edge, forced Moore to step up into the pocket. He didn't get credit for the sack, but it was because of his outside rush that forced him to come up inside to let his guys.
Timeout. Massillon.
His interior guys are cleaning it up.
They're out of timeouts for the half.
Tigers use their final timeout. We appreciate the great effort by our directors, Bill DeWald, Jason Rock, and all of our WHS-TV student crew covering the game tonight. We'll be back here next Friday night as well as Cornerstone Christian comes in. Still to come, Warren Harding on the 17th, and the big one on Saturday the 25th over at the Hall of Fame Stadium for the annual McKinley game. It'll be the 136th meeting.
Speaking of Canton McKinley, big win over at Don Hertler Field in North Canton. It was Canton McKinley 21 and Hoover 20.
Wow, what a classic.
Hoover coming into tonight's game 6-0. A lot of Division II computer points on the line. See where they end up falling. I can't remember if they're in Region 7. I'd have to go to Joe Idle on that to find out. But Hoover ranked high in Division II. Some good games tonight too. Hudson and Wadsworth is another one that's D2 big time matchup. But McKinley, that's going to be a big one week 10. Coach Parnell, new coach coming in from Hoban.
There's a massive conference now of all the officials. The Ritter coaches are upset about something. Massillon has used their final timeout. 28-14 Tigers. Nate Moore is out on the hash mark getting an explanation. See Nate there on your screen, as well as Brennan Spain on the right side of your screen.
You have Louisville at the number 7 slot. This is Division II, Region 7. They're taking on Canfield. They're losing late in that ball game, so if they lose and Massillon wins, they should jump up some. Hoover was coming in tied for 4th. They get knocked off tonight by McKinley. They're going to drop some. It's going to be a fun last 3 weeks of the season after tonight, my friend.
Always fun on Saturdays to see how these games all impact the Harbin rankings.
Massillon Perry got beat tonight. They were 12th. They got beat by Austintown Fitch.
Is that all Region 7, Jim?
It's all Region 7.
Yep. Well, we have a major conference and disagreement out on the field that has the Ritter coaches. They have the Ritter coaches upset, and they have now corrected the yard marker to say it's 3rd down and 6, not 4th down. I actually have to say, Jim, I was thinking at first that it was only 3rd down, but was going to acquiesce to what was being called on the field. But after they all got together, they've decided it's only 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd down and 6 to go from the 37, and this really should be it. Should be. Would get it very close to the finish line. A 1st down here would certainly do it. They're letting the play clock roll. The game clock is stopped with 1:10. Patterson to Color, and that's not going to get the job done. That'll force a 4th down. Play clock resets. He was tackled inbounds. There is a flag in the backfield.
Big tackle by number 55, Jacquees Felix.
Now this game has just bogged down in the final stages. We'll see what this penalty was in the defensive backfield. Nowhere near the play. Well, the Cardinal Ritter players are taking a knee over on the sideline, or they're on the field, but near their sideline.
Personal foul, 20, white, unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
That will do it. Personal foul on Gavin Robinson, the corner, and that is a 15-yard walk-off, a 1st down, and it will be victory formation time for the Tigers against a tough opponent tonight. Sometimes a little undisciplined with all of the penalties, but a big win for the Tigers.
Extremely talented and athletic team. You know, we're talking about a team who's won 2 state championships and went to the Final Four last year. Great bounce back game for Massillon after being shut out offensively last week.
Patterson takes a knee. He'll have to do it one more time. The question now becomes the health of Xavier Owens. That'll be the talk of the town tomorrow and throughout the weekend. And moving toward next Friday's game, he had a tremendous ball game tonight. 2 touchdowns. And we'll have some final numbers hopefully for you before we leave the air. But I certainly wish the best for him. Yeah, it's a left shoulder injury. And that's it. That's the final kneel down for the Tigers, and the handshakes will begin at midfield. The Massillon Tigers get back into the win column after a disappointing loss last Friday against Football North. They bounce back against Cardinal Ritter Prep. They are getting the players lined up for the handshakes. As you see there on your screen, your final score here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. In this Week 7 matchup, it was the Massillon Tigers 28, the Cardinal Ritter Prep Lions 14.
This Massillon defense from start to finish, you know, when it really mattered with the big yards in the red zone, when they needed to come up with stops. They got the turnover on the forced fumble from Dosus, and then they got the interception on their first drive to kind of set the tempo for the game. And you know, Massillon just scratched and clawed and found a way to get it done.
Bad snap on the punt turned out to be a big play as well. Tigers scored right after that, and they pocket a win tonight, 28-14. Our next broadcast comes up next Friday night. That's when Cornerstone Christian comes to town from the Lone Star State. It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have streaming coverage beginning next Friday night around 6:30 Eastern time, and our kickoff at 7 p.m. That'll wrap it up for us tonight on a wild night. Great job by Greg Wilson, our spotter, here in the booth, as well as our great directors Jason Rock and Bill DeWald. For Jim Ballard now, it's David Wilson saying goodbye from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Again, your final score, it was the Massillon Tigers 28 and the Cardinal Ritter Prep Lions 14. This has been a presentation of Massillon Tigers athletics through the great facilities of WHS-TV.
This is the world today. Live your life engaged. MCTV delivers innovative technology backed by superior customer service to keep you engaged with family and friends, school, fun, and the outside world. We provide reliable internet, home cable service, phone and home security that keep your life engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. MCTV, we go the extra smile.
Hi Tigers, my name is Rebecca Studer and this is my daughter Eva. We're part of the Legacy Project, which connects caring adult mentors with students.
I loved being part of a Legacy lunch group last year. I made new friends and had a lot of fun with adults who really care about me.
This year, we're running 84 lunch groups every week, kindergarten through 12th grade, and we need more mentors. If you can spare an hour a week, visit lpstark.org or scan the QR code. Go Tigers!